And we're alive. Well, in the general vicinity anyway. Good evening to all. Down there, and we're ready to go. It's less than a minute until there's something in the water, and then we fight a big dragon. When that's done, I do a key farm on my alt account, and I come back over to this account, and I make a sigil. A legendary sigil.
Something in the water.
Oh, something in the water.
Arise, my brothers, sisters, ready yourselves. Tequatl is here. That's what it is.
And there's the big TQ. I did not jump in time. I feel shame.
Stand aside.
The dragon waits.
And now, having done that, I will back off because melee has to go. But I'll also do some healing.
Combination.
More splashy water. Jump. Throw some more heals. And some more heals. And some more heals. Just a healing machine. 405 healing per turn.
I'm nigh invincible.
That was a very, very tidy first phase. Sure. Very tidy. Good evening to whomever has been on.
A clever combination.
And here she comes. Very large amounts of damage being done.
Vacate these premises.
We hurting things many times. Oh my goodness.
The enemy is assaulting the northern battery. Stop them.
She's back.
Such synergy.
And
Invigorating.
she also looks obvious.
We become one.
You become one? I don't want to become one of these people.
Defend the eastern battery.
Blade storm.
About time. For Tequatl round 2. Or Tequatl. Several times a day, Tequatl shows up, gets his ass handed to him. scampers away.
Concentrate.
I'm nigh invincible.
Second phase. Very quick.
We need the power cell to bring down Tequatl. Protect them.
So I have
Target
everything
in the air.
almost
Target
prepared
in the air.
for the legendary sigil I'll be making. I left one sort of sub-step uncompleted, but it will only take a few seconds to show the entire procedure as to how one makes legendary sigils. Which is essentially just the same procedure as making legendary runes,
Return, my friend.
except the sigils require a little bit more in the way of maintenance.
Release.
Cover the eastern battery. We can't lose it.
And so each of the sigils that I make will be a significant improvement. 2 will be enough for some characters, 3 will be enough for most, but a few will require 4.
I'm nigh invincible.
And after that,
Vacate these
3. Legendary armor? Legendary armor is... I'm not sure that's feasible for me, the way I play. Not only is that, it's a lot of work and stuff that I don't really... A lot of either the raids, which I haven't done at all, or an awful lot of World v. World, which I've done some of. Mostly to get my my mount, and also to get the gift of battle, so I could make my one legendary weapon.
Rain all weapons on the beach.
A friend of mine just started grinding out the gifts of battle for his legendary armor. Got the first gift of battle today at his reaction. 17 more to go.
Strength of the pack.
That's an awful lot. But at least as far as the amount of work goes to make the legendary sigils and runes, that they're not very difficult. For me, the hard part is
Target is in the air. Repeat.
mostly provisioners tokens, and then secondarily clovers. But you can get clovers outside of the normal mechanics. There's a gambling for them that you can do that requires other materials. I'm not gonna make it over to her in time. Wow! Wow! She got insted. From about 50% health to nothing.
Northern battery. Tequatl is inbound north.
The gambling you can do is you have a 30% chance per gamble of getting a Mystic Clover for it's a recipe that goes into Mystic Forge, 30% success rate. Oops, and it is like 1 spirit shard,
The western battery's under attack.
1 obsidian piece, 1 glob, ectos, I think. I'm missing something else. So you can turn those in at not great efficiency into additional list of clovers, which is another choke point for making legendary rares. Okay, here comes Tequatl, and I'll be swapping accounts. It's me today. Sorry, the keyfarm. The daily, as if.
6 feet tall!
Alright, Tequatl. We appreciate your hard work and effort you've put out for us. If I get anything tasty. Not likely,
The water is
but it's
still.
happened.
Another.
The land is ours.
Victory comes with a cost.
So
So
many
many
dead.
dead.
We shall sing their songs to our spawn who will be born here.
Yes, a fine home for all Hylic. Spread the word. All tribes are
Deconstruct
welcome
that.
here.
Ecto.
This
Thank you.
is the only proper course.
Karma. Karma.
Quite a reward.
Chameleon. No big delicious goodie batch. So crap. Go back to the
How may I assist you?
block sanctuary. So crap, including a spoon. Broken spoon.
I'll be on my way.
And we'll swap onto our alt account. We'll open this stuff in back first. I typed it all right. Oh, me. I impressed myself. Human. Female. Warrior. It's fine. Hey, Canucket. Would you like to know how hot it is here today? It's the hottest temperature it has ever been in San Jose. It is 110 degrees. Which, of course, in Celsius would be a big number. An uncomfortably large number. Say. Yeah. Yeah. Map, pottery, ebony. It is quite literally the hottest it's ever been here. Recorded temperatures ever. By 2 degrees. It was 108 in 1972. years ago. My AC is been on for most of the day, and it's losing ground. Last I looked, the AC was now 3 degrees under the actual temperature. Sure, grant the God of Death, that sounds fun. Not gonna fit, is it? Did it fit? It fit. Well, let's see, 40
The
by
human
itself
race once
would
ruled
be
Tyria.
72, 104, so 3 degrees. Yep. Almost 44.
Now, we struggle to hold our ground. We've been defeated, driven back, and broken. But we will not surrender. So many nations have fallen. Only Kryta still stands.
Or burning Kryta. Oh, that was actually burning Ascalon. Good evening. I'm on the alt account.
We're under attack! Everybody get to the inn. We can protect you at the inn.
We succeeded at defeating Tequatl in very good time indeed. $27 sounds pretty good. Let's see that. In us freedom numbers, 25 would be 5. 45, 77, so about 81-ish.
Poor boy. I think I saw
Sergeant, there.
That would be a perfectly reasonable temperature for a place to be. I have been in a hotter temperature than it is outside only once in my life, and I had to go to Las Vegas, which is actually a desert. Mm-hmm. My standard for converting Celsius is to divide by 5, multiply times 9. Add 32. And then keep in mind that if it doesn't divide or add quite evenly, then you've got to wangle it about 2 degrees, 1.8 degrees. Well, we succeeded! Even though I hadn't even reached the place yet, we succeeded. Now it's 110 here today. And as I said, that is the hottest temperature
What to do now?
the city has ever recorded. Which by any standard definition is going to fall into fucking hot category, you know. I will carefully choose a mount skin. Since I now have a mount skin, my first mount skin on this account, it's the Kintsugi Jackal mount. I won't bother dyeing it, that would be excessive. Oh, want to talk to the scout. More XP for that.
The field's beyond.
Let's dance for a cow. In fact, why settle dancing for a cow when you can dance for 3 cows? And I'm unscorching corn. Not quite sure how I do that. Magic, maybe. I bet it's not 110 there. Them and their so-called scorched corn. It was supposed to get to about like 104 today. I can't remember ever seeing a forecast more off than that. At least not in my recent life. To be off by 6 degrees is a lot.
How do you do?
I looted an enemy. Level 3. Papa's got a brand new bag. Yes, I say that every single time. Legally mandated. So the legendary I'll be making in about an hour or so. The first sigil. Not cheap in terms of materials. Most expensive part is the motes, mystic motes. Take 75 of those and they're like $1.50 a piece. Oh, that was like 120 gold. Ouch. I bought 66 of them. I had the makings for 9. I'll be making
Welcome to the big time. Population, me.
I made it to the big time. Population, me. Level 4. Another heart complete. I missed. But I have applied a condition. More XP. I've mentioned it before. I feel it is necessary mentioning again, in case anyone hasn't been around, that the addition of the little notifications you're seeing over here, which is the achievements that they added for Character Adventure Guide. These things give out lots of experience, and when you finish off the first chapter, you get a metric shit ton of XP. I've seen it give 3 or 4 levels to a character. Now, some of the vocalizations get old and actually quite annoying over time. As you would expect from... Well, I need only say a sentence from another overused vocalization we get in MMOs. Now you're dead and ugly.
Hello. Bandits attacked the pump house again.
You sound surprised.
Female Char has one I find particularly annoying. That's my loot. Level 5 already. Look at the speed leveling going on here. I'm a machine. Jump. Bonk. Zug Zug work complete. What's going on? Shiny red apples. I want to get some apples to make sure I get a partial contribution, at least. Last time I was here, I didn't get a contribution. I felt sad. Yay! I will now.
Hit the trees and make them shake. How else are you gonna get the apples down? Oh, and watch out for spiders.
Spooters.
How do you do?
Spooters and apples. That should ensure that we get at least a gold medal out of this. Gold medal contribution.
Hit the trees and make them shake. How else are you gonna get the apples down? Oh, watch out for spiders.
Hello.
Defeating enemies 1 completed. Each one of those little badoops you hear faintly. Or XP. Two-handed sword. A shield. As if. Wow. All right. We got new gauntlets. We'll use that. Throw that away. We don't need it anymore. Oops, almost. We gotta show we know how to dodge. Dodge right through.
Not enough endurance.
Dodge right through. New boots. Another event. I only got a silver? That's just not right. That just ain't right. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh, boy, chick. Alright, we'll head into the cave. As we get to double dip in here.
Sweet, sweet loot.
We kill them, plus we get to summon up more by retrieving the stolen food or feed. Feed. A food feed. Dr. Tinklefairy is that character's name. Player, obviously. Dr. Tinklefairy. It's not my fault. Apparently, they are or want to be a urologist.
Leave me be.
Get over here and help me!
Nothing's gonna help you. You low-life bandit thief. Although actually, I guess you'd kind of have to be a bandit. Have to be a thief to be a bandit. I mean, they kind of go together.
Ha! You're kidding, right?
I mean, even Robin Hood was a thief. He stole.
You're dead.
He just happened to give to the poor. He was still a thief.
Good to meet you.
And that's level 7 already. Definitely speeding things up. next Tuesday, we get the next chapter in the Return of Living Worlds Season 1. That'll be Chapter 4 out of the 5. I faintly remember doing it live. I missed out on a bunch of the Living World Season 1 because the initial parts were so... It's gotta be an event. It's the event. It's only 2 out of 9 waves. There's so many more waves to go. Yeah, they're invincible until they get to like... To me! You will be broken! I will kill them all because I am. Flora, Centaur Flare. I don't just kill them, I flay them. I guess it's kind of like crab feeding. That's a House of the Dragon reference. You will be broken. Part completed already. Well, I can't get in the old-fashioned way, so we'll just have to hop up. That's level 8. Another event complete. That. I got new pants. There's that. Put that away. Hold on to that. We will grab the hero points here, because that's free. Don't cost nothing. I definitely think we have to, first of all, I'm gonna, before I forget, grab the scout, because that's 2/3 of the
This area supplies
completion. Need one more scout after that.
Quick, kill it!
Until then, it's Skrit killing time.
Replenishing.
Oh, they've already killed all the Skrit. All I can do is perform acts of cultural imperialism by kicking over their theoretical worship object, the Skrit shiny thing. I was kind of looking forward to a little bit more in the way of actual imperialism instead of just cultural imperialism. Slaying the indigenous species, that kind of thing. But they don't want to play. But now I'll have to kill some wasps. Sure, if the wasp will get me up to 9, then we'll head over to Beetleton, and that'll get us almost there. We should just get the rest. Riding around willy-nilly. Because they're nature's assholes, we'll just kill them. We'll head out up here, we'll grab the POI. But skip doing the hard here as it's a little bit tedious. And we'll head over to Beetleton. Home of Minister Codicus Beetleton. For now. This, on the other hand, is an extremely fast part to complete. And sometimes you can get them done even faster if you get lucky with like there's an attack at the heart you're doing. You kill all the mobs as they come running up. And basically instant finish. I don't know, I never did the... There's one I normally do that I didn't do today.
What?
But I'll do that as soon as we finish this one up and crack 9.
Greetings.
That's level 9. That's the heart. Don't recall if there is a scout anywhere nearby. Does not appear to be. Head back over here.
There's still weapons down in that arm.
Past the gate.
Waypoint. There's another one that's fast and easy and will undoubtedly get me level 10.
I carry only the highest quality goods.
He carries only the highest quality goods. So he'd have you think. I wouldn't believe him as far as I can comfortably spit a rat. Speaking of which, 2 rats. I didn't spit them. I split them.
Only the highest quality goods.
Haven't been
I
here
don't get
yet.
the reference. Unless it's a reference to the comfortably spit a rat, which I am not using exact language from, but I believe is from Hitchhiker's Guide.
It's a soldier's life for me.
I haven't read Hitchhiker's Guide in a very long time. Ah, yeah, okay.
Gaining adrenaline.
Yeah. Heart complete. Level 10. Go ahead and grab the waypoint because I'm so close. And here's Petra. Wanting to talk to me. I tell ya. I'm sure it will do no good, but will you help me? That kind of voice? Because that's what it sounds like. At least they're not all calling you Devodiad. presumably. Latra, well, I think it depends on which character or which race you play as to whether you almost die in a fire. Let's see. Elves and dwarves, I think. They have, they don't have a dying in a fire thing, and I know the high elves don't. And you get to face off with Lord of the Nazgul, which is kind of cool. And then the second flavor of dwarves, you start off as a slave, I believe, in like the basement of Barad-dûr. Yeah, the troll, right?
Keep walking. If you ain't a friend of Big
Come
Nose
on,
Head,
sweetness,
you ain't
just
welcome.
one
Hey,
dance.
watch it.
Let's see.
You almost spilled my drink.
Only if you get
Oh,
it
I
And
done.
I
almost
almost
spilled
had
his
to mop
drink.
it up with your face.
Maybe not even then.
Yeah, mess that clown up, Ted. Let's see some teeth flying.
Wow. Witchy Jake, kind of a dick.
I need to start bringing a big dog to work. Hello.
Hope you're looking for a fight, 'cause now you got one. Let him
Away
have
from
it,
my
boys.
dad's crib.
Knock you out and look at me.
Thanks, Johnny. Now I get to hit both of you at the same time? That's like winning a prize.
Leave it. All right, I surrender.
Another personal victory.
Another personal victory.
I'll pound you into the ground like a big nail.
Yeah, that's just really not that great a threat.
That's enough. I yield.
Hold
That's
this
enough, I
position.
yield. Fumble fingers me.
Feel the fury.
Okay. I surrender.
Hey, Big Nose Ted, let's play a game. I've come up here to where you've been sleeping or whatever. So,
Let's
why don't
play
you
who
go
can hit the
first?
hardest. I'll go first.
That sounds perfectly fair to me. Missed me. Now you just gotta be your ugly self, Ted.
Feel the fury.
I give up.
Yes, you do. Street gang punks. And also,
Rest, Dad. I'll
Your
find a way to
gauntlets.
help you no matter what.
If Sarantine keeps swiping our low-level prisoners, we'll have to start arresting a better class of villain.
oh, Logan. Logan Thackeray, you are vanilla ice cream. without the vanilla. A better war horn than the war horn I already have. Warning. Not as good. Not as good. We've got a die. That's nice. Like the die. And a new spear that we won't use because spears are used for underwater combat. Sell our stuff.
Greetings.
And salutations. Now, we have also got access now to, yep, that one. Signals. To, utility skills. And a signet we will use. Signet of Might. We are now mightier than we were. You know, as close to it as we're likely to get. Back to Shaymore, where I am the... No, not time for the hero of Shaymore yet. I forgot. I've got to go to the idiot Francis. When I was a kid, if you said Francis to me, I would have responded with the talking mule, because that was actually a thing.
Vigilance is key.
Movies, I think it was, not a TV show. Featuring Francis the Talking Mule. That was a real thing. I think they were all made before I was born, but were still prominent on TV when I was a kid. Oh my god, I'm old.
Stop worrying about me. I can take care of myself. You're the one who just got out of the hospital. It feels good swinging Miss Timber again.
Or get
On the bottom for too long. Look, Moas. They're big but
I'm gonna
skinny.
kick
Remember when we used to
Moa's
ride Rancher Meppy's herd?
ass.
I bet these birds
Literally.
are just as skittish.
Blasted birds. I say let them squawk.
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
The blasted moas are out. Get those stupid birds under control.
Of course, in that same era, with Francis the Talking Mule, we had Mr. Ed. We had My Mother the Car, wherein a guy's dead mother, spirit, inhabits a car. The golden days of television, my friends.
Is it just me? Or does
It's that do-gooder from the bar. Recruits, kill this clown!
Because it's got that
Sounded like one of the slobs who messed up the bar. They're supposed to be in jail.
Use some help! What's all that racket down there? Pipe down, I'm Rookies, bleeding useless.
There was another one
Hey,
where
I need
astronauts
backup
went
over
back
here.
in time
Someone help me!
and we were dealing with cavemen.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Now, keep in mind, it was also, you know, Star Trek. It's sort of a far more literate piece of entertainment. But yeah. Damn it. Oh, feh. And fa. And fefa. Fefa? Fafe? It's something. I fall off, and Petra keeps kicking the ass on the bandit bodyguards. They're obviously not particularly good at their job.
Dead. I'm Big Nose Ted's right-hand man.
Hey, keep your hands off me!
Feel the fury!
Hey, okay! I surrender. When you get to the mist, tell them Twitchy Jake sent you.
I don't think so.
You're kidding, right?
Yes, I'm kidding.
Don't you know who I am? I'm famous. Everything bad.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Skip to the end.
I'll see you soon.
Pop out. And back to Francis. I'll say this for Francis the Talking Mule, though. He was a better, smarter character than Francis, this guy. Low bar I'm setting, but...
Tell me more.
These are dangerous times.
Alright, back to Petra and Andrew.
You're back. They're upstairs. Take a left.
First door on your right.
Quick.
Moaning baby. Minor. Made Barbara.
Undercover work is tricky.
Yeah, I'll
Pull
have
this
to
off,
eat, breathe,
you'll
think,
have
and
to
stink
eat,
like a bandit.
Breathe,
Thanks.
think, and stink like a bandit.
Hey, longbow. I can use a longbow. Can use a longbow. And back out. Now we're off to find out what they've got planned. To do that, we have to go through the place where a hero. Shit. Probably have a parade. We need to steal a bandit outfit. Evidently, bandits are cosplayers. Didn't know. And that there, that goes there.
You're trespassing, jerk.
I'm a
Now I
trespassing
have to
jerk.
hurt you.
There, I've put on their, evidently they have a bandit uniform.
I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
Ah, my favorite line in the game. I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus. bunch of dead.
Hurry up. Blaze wants those fuses.
Looks like the Drakes are getting a little cozy with them. You sure about
Where are you
this?
running off to you?
I was, but maybe now I'm changing my mind.
Fuses. Bring them over to Blaze. So, in name determinism, if he was actually named Blaze as a kid
Are you
and
talking
ended
to
up
me?
with a bad burn on his face, that would be impressive. Nominative determinism? I suppose that would be.
Ah, here's our favorite new undercover operative now. Let's see if the hero Shaymore can shed
It's
some light
not
on things.
good. Ted plans to burn down a hospital and the orphanage. I'll help the orphanage.
Ted thinks we can't be in two places at once. But that's why the gods invented teamwork.
You sure the gods invented teamwork? I'm not convinced. Got a hammer, a couple things we can't use. Could use that, sure, why not? Why not, I say. There, represent, and back out. Burning down the orphanage and the Veterans Hospital. Nice guys. They'd have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for us rotten kids.
The orphanage is this.
They don't get this under control. The whole neighborhood could
Stop
go
them before the fire spreads.
Look at him run. Like
You
vermin.
better run, you squeaky
Finish the
little
job.
snotface.
Torch the place.
I want a full building sweep. Move.
Knock you out and look good doing it.
Alright, so much for Uptown Johnny. Corpse Plus.
Math time, kids. How many bombs does it take to set a seraph on fire?
That was very civil of you.
Keep it up. They're tough, but they're no match for us.
Gosh, Logan, I am inspired by your speech making. Just left me breathless.
Someone.
Fine. You want a piece of me?
Stay
Come and
behind
get
your
it.
children. Mimir's not going to protect you.
Feel the fury.
Good riddance, you murdering scum.
Yep, we got them all. And the orphans love me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm clearly
Every
the hero.
child is safe. Thanks to you. Cormier bless you.
Pardon the yawn. Oh my. Good evening. See? I hope it's cooler for you than it is for me today.
Lieutenant Francis, what's the situation here?
We got all the people out, sir, but so far we haven't found any.
One more thing to go. And we get our key. And then after the key, I make a legendary sigil and then probably call it an evening. But I'll show you all the materials that are needed to make a legendary sigil. quiet down there. Jeez.
May Duena bless you.
Always a pleasure.
None of those are particularly important. Zoom those. Should have been able to deconstruct that. There we go. Still even deposit that. Sell. I think it's likely we'll get a new Black Lion chest.
I never should have sent Francis alone. He's a good man.
Thanks.
He's not.
You're too hard on yourself, Logan. And on everyone else.
Please stop using the words
doesn't
Logan, the
expect
Queen,
perfection.
and hard on in the same sentence.
Why do you?
It's just creepy. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm lucky. We have a local hot dog manufacturer that's been around since my dad was a kid.
How do you do?
Wait, what? What's up with my face? Now, why do I have to be
Casper's
the burned one?
hot dogs.
It's not permanent, so stop crying. We need to be in the cells before Sarantine arrives. Let's move.
That was too hard.
Literally since my dad was a kid, so 80 plus years, something like that. All right, now we'll kill Sarantine and we'll get a key. We'll get a key off of her dead body.
What are we waiting for? Rush them!
Logan, wait! Don't rush in.
Fools rush in. Or danger. Or angels. Yeah, it is when something's, that old, been around that long.
Almost ready.
There's an ice cream place in Oakland my mom used to go to when she was a kid, and they're still around. Needless to say, in each case, the parent was happy to introduce the kids to one of the favorites of their youth, and they're still around.
That was exhilarating.
Let me see. I swear to God, Pinterest, Instagram, they are a pox upon the world. I'm trying to get you a picture. That'll do. The Fenton's Banana Special. They make the ice cream on site. The place burnt down years ago and they rebuilt it. The Fenton's Special, that's the Banana Special. They have two different specials. I was more a fan of the Fenton's Special, but I figured it'd probably be harder to get a picture of that one. Most people went with the Banana Special. So good.
No.
And of course, me right now on a diet, I shouldn't even be thinking about
Replenishing.
that stuff. Finishing up a week.
Let's see the color of your coin.
Responsibility isn't easy.
Alright, so we'll put this stuff into the guild bank. Copper. Leather. Mucus. Sorry, venom sacs. I really managed to do that, didn't I? I pulled these out, didn't stack these up. Unfortunately, they don't have the technology yet to allow us to drag things straight into the storage for unknown reasons. I'm going to have to buy a Black Lion chest because I don't have it. On this account, see if we can't get something nice. Let's get myself something nice and pretty. Prices are off 18 coppers per Black Lion chest. I didn't pick it up. I never do. Whenever I buy stuff in the auction house, I always run away without picking it up. Because... So here we go. First things first, an unidentified die. This is the alt account, so my odds are pretty good. It's one I don't have. It's a common. It's a common I already have. Wah, wah. And here, Black Lion chest. We will get a Black Lion statuette. We will get a Black Lion mastery coffer. We do not have enough of the statuettes to buy anything. We don't want to open the Black Lion mastery coffer until we have opened up all of the masteries.
Greetings.
So good things will be a die kit or an unlock, although in either case we could end up with disappointment. In the uncommons, we've got the musical instrument. This is a basically a flying V guitar wielded in El Kabong fashion. So there are a bunch of different sort of musical instruments appearing as weapons. Then in the rares, the Endless Ocean stuff, which is cool, has sort of a transparent elemental blue flowing
isn't easy.
lava lamp-like appearance. And of course the super rares, which I would get. Here we go. What we're looking for?
Good to meet you.
Good old El Kabong. Fat Body knows that reference. Very good. Right there was what we're looking for. Get a 5th box. That means we got an uncommon or better. It's about a 1 in 10 shot. Good evening, Fat Body. I hope the temperatures are not turning you into a big puddle like they are to everyone around here. Just commons. The die kit's nice, or could be nice. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll sell the junk.
Everything's just been going
1
so
gold.
well. I should also have
We'll put the Black Lion statuette
How can I help?
and the Black Lion mastery coffer. Oh, I guess I have been opening these. Okay, well, I'll just open it then. And in the terms of the dies, we've got lots of the that's right. This is the alt account, so most of these I won't have, but it would certainly be cool to get one of the
so much to do.
one of the exclusives.
Oh,
We got an exclusive. It's Flare die. I always have to check. Currently selling for about 2.5 gold. Very nice. And it will look like that. The base color, not that fascinating. A lot of times the exclusives only really show their coolness when you get them on certain materials where they pop a bit better. For instance, here the scales on this
Melissa aid you.
show really nice differentiation in color. And that means that one of the die channels is darker. Each die has die sub-channels. But I'm definitely going to use it. And this will go into the guild bank for any of my guildies to take.
Responsibility isn't easy.
If they wish. And now I'm going to pop back to my main account. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about making the legendary sigil and then making it. I'll discuss the... most of it's pretty straightforward. I have all the components I need here on Lens. Cleverly, I came up with that name on my own. And it's taking up several bags. So, that's 100 of the tier 5 mats. Tier 6 mats? Tier 5? 5 or 6 mats, I'm not sure. 6, I think. The rare tier mats. 100 of those, 250 of the next tier down, 50 and 50 of the 2 following tiers down. Each for claws, scales, bones, fangs, blood, venom, totems, and crystalline dust. Each of these is used to make a gift. This makes the gift of claws, scales, bones, etc. I will make those right now just to tidy things up. And you can see these are just standard artifice recipes. And there they are. They take 100 of the level 400 crafting mats, 250 of the 325s, and then 50 each of the 225s and the 175s. We'll craft a gift of blood.
You can never have too much treasure.
A gift of bones. Gift of claws. Gift of dust. Gift of fangs. As you can imagine, depending on how much stuff you've got banked in the way of your crafting mats, I didn't have all of the stuff I needed, and it cost some gold. I guess probably 30 or 40 for the stuff I didn't have. So. I did have some, a good amount of some of them. There was exactly one of those gifts.
You can never have too much treasure.
So, these have now been made. These are now also going to get converted into different gifts. These will get converted into one gift. These will get converted into another gift. Go over to the Mystic Forge. Those 4.
That looks valuable.
That gives us a gift of condensed might. These 4 give us a gift of condensed magic. Next up, the gift of craftsmanship. That is purchased. It is purchased for 50 provisioners tokens. Provisioners tokens are an exchange item currency, where you either have an item or make an item and then you exchange it for 1 token with a vendor. Most of those exchanges can only be done once per day per account. So for instance, I've been making 9 particular items of rare weaponry each day, and those convert into 9 provisioners tokens. You can turn in obsidian for a provisioner's token, 5 globs of ecto for 1. There are also some things that can be turned in more than once per day, but those are all items you can only make once per day. Things like, I believe, lumps of mithrilium, like that. Crafted items that you can only make once a day can be turned in more than one if you have a bunch of them stored away. So this takes 50 of them, I believe. Yeah, 50. Next up, these moats. This is the most expensive stuff, at least in terms of cash. I need 75 of them. I'm going to make 9 more. I have 66 here. If I wanted to buy more, those are currently selling for 2 gold each. You need 75. That's 150 gold. That's expensive because the odds are you don't have a lot of these symbols in your inventory. I think the most of the 3 symbols I had, why hasn't it returned? Why hasn't the goddamn thing returned? I'm sitting here blabbing and you guys aren't seeing a thing. And nobody said anything. Sorry. I swear to God. Streamlabs, you piece of crap. Unbelievable. Okay, so I had to make the gifts of might and magic, bought the gift of craftsmanship. My apologies for that not being visible. The last thing here is the piles, or the mystic motes, and it takes 75 of those. That's 150 gold if you just buy them. For these symbols you see here, the most I had of any of them was 24, and the least I had was 9. So I will now make 9 more to give us 75.
A ripple in the earth.
Mystic moat, 9 more.
An ocean trench.
That is the most expensive part.
Treasure.
As after all these years, I had no more than 9. Well, yeah, a poutine would be a savory. I'm more of a savory than a sweet fan. So, yeah, poutine sounds really good to me, and thank you so much for that. French fries are also contraindicated by my diet. So the last thing I need to make is a gift of sigils, and that takes 75 of the mystic motes, 75 obsidian shards, 150 globs of ecto, and 30 mystic clovers. Now the recipes for runes to make these 3 things are also needed to make each legendary rune, of which I currently have 6. The difference is here, I believe the numbers are a little lower for runes instead of sigils. I believe these are 50 each, and I think that may be 100, and that's 20, so I think it's 2/3. But now we're going to make an emblem of, or a gift of sigils. Gift of sigils. And now we put all of this together and we make our first legendary sigil. Drum roll, please. Congratulations, legendary sigil. I believe that sigils contain fragments or memories from the greatest battles in Tyria's history, Lady Nari wrote. This may be our only window into the Battle of the Three Queens. Items unlocked in your legendary armory are available to all of your characters. They can be found in the equipment tab of your hero panel alongside your other equipment. And there it is, my first legendary sigil. And what that is there are a bunch of different sigils you can plug into weapons. That one's got accuracy, which increases crit chance. This one's got blood, which gives me a chance to steal health. This one's got both of those for when I swap weapons. But this can take the role of any sigil in the game. And it is of very great utility across all of my characters. All of my characters can use this. All the characters on this account can use this. The current going price for some of the sigils. A lot of times when you change your build in any significant way, you have to change your sigils. The top going price for any sigil, I believe that one's someone probably put up there in the hope that someone else is stupid. The Torment is a good example. That's a real one. That's a very high demand
strong
item, and it sells for almost 15 gold. So, even here where I spent 150 gold almost for those motes, across, for me to get all the sigils I want on all of my characters, would easily exceed that value. So in the long term, it is a worthwhile investment, both in quality of life and actually in gold. But you can see that there are the ones that are in the most demand are all very commonly used in builds. Torment is used in builds that use Torment. That's a lot of builds use Inflict Torment to do their damage now. A lot of the Revenants do. Scourge does. Torment's very common condition damage. Here we've got Renewal. That heals nearby allies when you swap weapons, which happens a lot in fights. Free healing. Superior Sigil of Bursting, condition damage, 5%. Sigil of Malice, 10% condition duration. These get a lot of use in many, many builds, and now, well, all my characters have one that they can change at a whim, anytime they like. So, the next one will be quite a ways away, probably 3 or 4 weeks before I can make another one. Some of these things are easier to obtain than others. Some you can just buy. But particularly sort of limiting are the Provisioners tokens and the Mystic Clovers and the Obsidian Shards. Those ones require a little more hopping through hoops to get. And the expenses are not necessarily in gold, but in other materials that you have gained. But I'm going to call it here a little bit early today. I figured it would be relatively short. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off, and we'll be back on Thursday, knock on wood, with probably more Guild Wars 2, but I might be playing something different. Not sure. I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be back on Thursday at the usual time at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope the rest of your Tuesday evening goes well, and that your Wednesday hump day is smooth sailing towards the end of the week. Have a great night tonight. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Thursday night. Take care, and ciao for now. Night, guys.